What's up, buddy?
Hello, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. Proceeds to leave the party.
Alright, listen. You're gonna be very proud of me, okay?
No, I'm
Uh,
fucking not.
when I was waiting for you, I got to the right place all by myself, and it was not my fault this time that I skipped half of the game, because when I get teleported to the lecture hall, if you go straight, there's the door, and it brings you to where I was, where I skipped 2 lanterns. To get to the right one, you have to fight a huge enemy that is hard to kill, go down a ladder that's impossible to see, talk to a spider guy, and then you eventually get to the right place.
You want to know why I'm still not proud of you?
Why?
Because there was a way simpler, there was a way simpler way of getting there.
How's that, Brian?
Uh, okay, so you talk to the guy at the window. He gives you the tonsils. You go down the hill. You make your way to an empty chapel. Inside the empty chapel, it's not really there's a door, but it's not really empty, and that door's guarded. It's guarded by an amygdala, which originally is invisible to you until you get 40 insight or you kill Rom. What you do is you don't kill the amygdala, you let the amygdala grab you, which technically should kill you. But as you're about to die, that strange dude that you were talking to, his voice will show up and say to spare you. And by sparing you, it will put you into a different part of the lecture hall that will take you right to the place that you needed for the lamp I was waiting for.
That so you said simpler, but I think what you meant was way more fucking complicated
No,
because
all
that.
you do is go down a hill. You talk to a dude, go down a hill, and get abducted.
Oh, okay, yeah.
3 steps.
All right. First of all, you need an optional item that's easily skippable, and then you have to purposely get abducted by a Cthulhu monster and hope you don't die. And then miraculously, a spider guy saves you, and then you're in the right place. Yes, very
Step one,
simple.
two, yeah. Step 1, 2, 3. Fuck you.
Oh, and oh wait, what's Nightmare Frontier? That's right. That's the one.
Yep.
All right. You want to be pissed off even more?
Oh my god.
I'm
Go
gonna
for
send
it.
you a picture of what I decided to title our last video.
Okay. Pictures. Robert fights a boss by himself because I'm not pissed. I like that. That you know what? That's gold. That I like that because Pride sucks.
Uh,
Oh shit! Dude, I'm gonna ring my bell already.
yeah, me too.
Whew.
I upgraded my axe because this axe is gonna be my friend for the rest of the game, I think.
Discovered the chime of a shitty bell.
On my phone, I have an app that's just Shame Bell, the one from Game of Thrones. You shake your
I
phone and it rings the bell.
no.
Yeah, this is straight up that place from Demon Souls with the skeletons.
Yes. Angry Dog Man thought he could hide from me.
He hid from me. I didn't see him.
I see these things. I see evil.
Alright, well, you're off doing something. I'm gonna do something. I thought I could go up there. I'm about to fall into a pit. I fell into a pit. Oh. Jeez.
Die, heathen.
Have you seen the Game Grumps playthrough of, these dogs are making a lot of noise. Anyway, the Game Grumps did a playthrough of a dating sim that was, like Eldritch themed, like this game. Like you date an Eldritch god and try not to die in the process.
Love it. No, I haven't seen it though. Necromancer. Why are they you? Hi, you. Hi, Rob.
Oh, yeah, that is me.
Please die, Rob.
Am I
Other
dead?
Rob.
Alright, good news everyone,
Worst
I'm
part is
dead.
you might come back. So I'm gonna go run to get that necromancer. Following the chime. Okay, I'm still not finding the chime. Bro, where are you hiding?
Maybe in a different area like the other one was.
I hate that. Horrid.
God, this game is beautiful in the most grotesque way possible.
True. That Hort? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, you killed me. Cool. Or no, different version of you killed me. Cool. So wonder why I was taking so much damage.
Let's see if I can find my way back to you.
It might just summon me in, because you weren't too far off.
Jeez, I'm already lost.
L is for lost.
I got killed by me.
I got killed by me, myself, and I.
I didn't unalive myself. Myself killed me. Alright, ringing the bell.
Dude, I hate... Bro, I hate dating apps. Did I ever tell you that?
Probably.
I hate them. Or
Me too.
maybe the element that I hate the most out of dating apps is when you get that one person that you kind of like. So you like them, right? They view your profile. You're like, cool, whatever. I guess they weren't really interested. Like a couple days later, they like you back. Then they view your profile again. So you're like, and as like men and women, it's usually kind of expected that dudes message first. So it's like, all right, fine. Maybe she's shy. So I send a message out there. I get left unread. Still looks at my profile, and then nothing. Couple months later, after I've completely lost interest in this person altogether, because I just don't expect anything, they look at my profile again. And I try again to message them, left unread. Nothing. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool, thanks. So I just completely ignore him, like, whatever, I'm trying to be polite, I'm saying hello and whatnot. Then, like, eight, 8 or more months, so, which would be technically today, views my profile again.
Did you say
I don't know
months?
what. Yeah. Like, this girl went like 8 plus months not looking at my. This whole escapade between me and this girl that won't respond back but keeps on looking at my profile, it just has been probably over a year now.
I mean, that sounds like she might be stalking you a little bit.
You can't, you don't like, you can't know my location on this app.
Yeah.
And all I give is my name, Brian. That's it. Like, I don't put much more than that other than like my info, which is like, hi, blah 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 blah. The interest, blah 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 blah. That's it. So I mean, if she's stalking me, she's doing a bad job at it. And honestly, please stalk me because that would make my life a little bit interesting. If you add a knife into the equation, maybe not so interesting. But like, if you just want to be, I don't know, stocky just for the heck of it, I mean, I'm a single Pringle, so I wouldn't be upset.
No, you might be.
Bro, you know nothing about me?
Bro, so the reason why I stopped dating apps a long time ago is
Because you have a
because
girlfriend?
no, well, okay, so I met her on a dating app, so it's not really fair to say, but um, like 99% of the time when I was using like other dating apps, I would get these bots or sometimes people that just wanted my credit card number.
Yeah, really bad. Well, everybody died but me. This is an awkward situation.
Yeah, this might be the episode where Robert stalks the big one over and over again.
I'm gonna ring my bell.
Alright, I'm gonna get my head back in the game.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. You were saying why dating apps are poopless scoop to you.
Yeah, I mean, that was years and
Just
years and years ago.
they just want your info.
Oh yeah, my money, like, and they were really, like, I'm glad I have, like, a mind for these things. I'm always suspicious and I never think, like, I'm always thinking, like, oh, this could not be real. And these people are clever, right? Um, because they talk to you, like, first of all, these people would message me, which is a red flag immediately. um,
All right, come on, dude. Don't sell yourself short.
no, I'm not selling myself short. It's just, you
I mean,
know,
I get what you mean. Yeah, the statistics of a female, or if you're gay, a male.
Well,
messaging you back versus, you know.
it's not even like statistics or anything. It's just like personal experience. Like, back in the day, women just weren't really interested in me, and if they were, they were silently interested.
I, I'm gonna
But
cut you.
but anyway, um, so they would message me first, and they would say something like totally reasonable and logical. They would say like, "Hey, it's unsafe like meeting someone I met online," which is true. Like online dating can be sometimes dangerous. And they would say, "Please put your information in this website so I know that you're like a legit person," you know. And then they would say like, "Oh, it costs so and so amount of money monthly. Like you just have to put in your credit card." And obviously, I never fell for that, but that seems like a reasonable request. And
Sorry,
then,
I'm not a real person. So if I put this information in, I'm gonna end up getting all your information.
mhm.
Hmm.
And like back then, that was clever. That was years ago. I'm sure it's more evolved these days with even better tricks. I think ChatGPT fucking probably is stealing everyone's information now on dating sites.
I don't know. I don't come across people anymore trying to get my info. Like I think the last time somebody genuinely tried to like fish for information on me was like a year and a half ago.
Sorry for trying to kill you just then, by the way. I thought you were
An evil dude?
in
Yeah,
the
no, I don't
neighborhood.
blame you. Now here's the big question: is if the another one comes back, because like I kind of want to go down here and kill things and find the treasure of I'm a wiener.
Yeah, it's partially my fault that you're dying, because for some reason I get lost so easily in this area.
Oh, nah, nah.
Oh,
Yeti's throwing rocks at me again.
no, there's more Yetis.
Yep, throwing more rocks. Oh, there was another one. I'll go get that one on the other side. You get the one on the way you're going.
You got it, I'm sure. Okay, I see him.
Okay, I got this one on this end.
Yep, got him.
But yeah, no, it's always I just thought that was really kind of frustrating, but also somewhat funny that there's just this person that like she just looks. She doesn't try like she doesn't respond back. She don't try anything. She just keeps looking. It's like I don't know what to do with that. They don't teach you what to do with that in life.
Just, I don't know, just ignore it. It's not worth your time.
Well, I don't like really care for the most part. Like I don't make it a big part of my life or anything. Oh, nice. I didn't realize. Wait, did you hit that?
I stood on it and it fell.
Ah. Yeah, no, I mean it's not taking up any of my time or my life. I just thought it was an interesting story to share. Like, oh, okay, cool. Like this person seems to be like interested in me, but not making any moves about it.
That was probably a shortcut.
Yeah, it was a shortcut. I swear to God, I'm gonna use my special move on that necromancer when I see her. Not gonna like this. Nope, I
I
am
can't.
not gonna like that. Mm-mm.
I can't believe I. What the hell?
Mm-mm. You can. Okay, cool. Die.
Oh,
Well, I
okay.
did things.
Good job. Oh, it's poison. Alright.
Where does this go? Oh, girl. Super special anal gaping style. Five
Hey,
finger death punch.
hey, easy there, buddy.
Whatever, she liked it.
Fuck
She
you.
didn't come back. Fuck you. Hey, these guys are. Oh, because she, rang her BL. Dude, don't puke at me. Oh, bro, don't puke at. Don't. No, no, no. Gross. No. Gross. Gross. Ah, yes, poison. I forgot this is like Blight Town-ish.
I'm slowly being poisoned. What was that spell in Elden Ring? Uh, like flame cleanse me or fire cleanse me?
Yeah, yeah, it was like flame cleanse me.
My favorite spell.
For real. No, my favorite one was where my arms would be one way and then go up the other way. Alright, so I can't see any items that you could possibly get, so feel free to explore around while I murder things.
This is just all poison.
Yep. We're in a toxic river, yeah. Not so toxic to these guys, but yeah.
There's a safe passage over here, but there's a Yeti.
I found a Yeti up here. And there was, it looked like there might have been some armors up here, dude. Like an armor set or something. For you,
Alright,
if
I'm
you
just seeing
wanted it.
what's through this cave. I'll go back to where you are. Man, these lamps really look like important things, and I hate it. It's just so misleading, you know? Nothing up here.
No?
It,
Wait, hold up. Hold up.
there were a couple
Nothing
items
around the
on.
corner over here?
There were some items on the way up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I just want to make sure you got it because I saw a body and I can't see if there's anything on the body, but sometimes things on the body can be like armors and stuff, so.
Yeah, let's explore this cave over here.
Okay.
Over here.
I like the scenery here. Makes me think a little bit of,
Demon
what
souls.
is it? Oh, see, I was thinking, Elden Ring with Azul. Oh, no, you are dead. Like, you just straight up got ate by a mind flayer.
Oh,
My turn.
goodbye.
Oh, he didn't eat me in time. I disappeared.
Oh, I was like, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna buy some heals. Guess what? I don't have blood echoes. Oh god, I don't remember even where we were. Ugh, one of these cats peed somewhere, didn't they? Smells. I love my cats, but I hate them sometimes. Alright, you're not standing in between me and my blood echoes. Oh, that creature better not have them.
I hope you do.
I think it does. Yep, it does. What the hell happened?
Did you get eaten again?
No, I just exploded and died. For no reason.
It's because you were probably really close to him and you went crazy. Your crazy meter went up. The frenzy meter filled up completely.
It could be that I was just poisoned and I wasn't paying attention. What's Frenzied Echoes?
Frenzy echoes?
Yeah, there's an item, the blood things that give you blood echoes. And then one of them says it gives you Frenzied Echoes. I think maybe it just means a lot of echoes.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, I'm gonna buy some heals.
I am the heals. By me. Bro. That is... Whew, Lord. Yeah, no, dude, you died to Frenzy. I just looked it up. Frenzy, you go boom. Frenzy was a adaptation of the bleed in Dark Souls 1. Essentially, when the meter fills up, you explode for health.
Right.
So if you told me you just exploded, your frenzy meter filled up completely, and you went pop. So let me go pop first. That way you can kill the thing and live.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, I don't think rage is the correct. Genocidal's the correct term to use. I am feeling borderline genocidal right now because I'm about to be out of this state in a couple weeks, and and now all the women are interested in me right now.
That's what happens, honestly.
Like, dude, This is horrid. I'm absolutely not okay right now.
May-
Oh my god, and then that bell.
I don't know. I mean, Ohio is or Columbus, maybe it's got to be a densely populated place. It'd
Could
be
you shoot
fine.
her?
Die.
Great shot. Even better shot.
It's it's the range. I can't reach her. Maybe I can jump. Huh?
Proceeds to die. Great. You made her back away.
Just like every other woman I know. Just kidding.
Dude, I'm gonna low key stab you because you play this big game where like the ladies don't like you, but all your life, dude, from my perspective, women had interests in you. It just didn't pan out. That's the difference.
Abusive woman had interest in me.
It just didn't pan out.
Yeah, okay. I attract predators. That's who I
That's
attract.
that's better than most people.
That's not better. It's
Sure,
better to be
but
it's better to be single than to be abused by a woman or a man.
I am sure there are a lot of kinky dudes out there that would disagree with you.
Okay.
Remember, it's to each their own. So while you may not have enjoyed it, and that's the ultimate perspective here, you may not have enjoyed it, but it doesn't change the fact that while, yes, they may have been predators, and yes, they may have been abusive, they were still attracted to you and wanted to a degree, be with you, even if it was for malicious reasons. So the interest was still there. Whereas with me, like, I know I'm handsome and I have the looks and stuff, but I never had that. I don't know, maybe I did and I was just too oblivious, but I never had that appeal in school where, women would run up to me.
I mean, you definitely had appeal. I mean,
I'm sure I did. I was probably oblivious at best. It's just the problem is that like a lot of other dudes were just as oblivious as me, and yet women would make it a point just to go right up to him and dude, I'm about to fucking freak out.
it's,
Stop. Stop. I know you're not seeing it, so take a moment and look real hard. There's a Skulltula in front of you.
um,
Look
over
on
there?
that cliff to your right.
Yeah, I see him. Is that the dude with the human head?
Wait, is that guy with a human head?
The guy I met earlier. I think that's him.
Was he the guy that's been talking to us?
I think so. The first time I met him, he was guarding that door in the lecture hall.
Bro. So, like, he's been eating everybody.
He, well, he's my friend, so we're good.
Yeah, I like him too. Well, I mean, I kind of don't like him that much anymore because creepy, but I still like him.
I didn't say I liked him, but he's friends with us, so better friends than enemies, right?
That's so creepy. My arachnophobia is just tingling right now. Excuse me.
And I do have
Ooh,
to
what's up here?
I do have to correct myself. Like I didn't only attract women that wanted to like use me as their punching bag, so to speak. I did like there were some people that were like, oh,
Ooh, what's this?
you're a nice person, like, you know, you're a nice guy. But, you know, back then, being the nice guy only had a temporary appeal.
Well, yeah, of course. But
Before,
I just never. I don't know. Maybe I dedicated too much of myself to sports and other stuff, and I never gave people the time to like secretly approach me. But yeah, I not like people never approached me in school. So for me, looking at you, I always felt that you had way more appeal. because I was only observing your life from an observer's perspective.
Hmm.
It's like they say, you never know what the shape, you'll never know what your nose looks like until someone hands you a mirror. That's the concept, is that, like, you probably thought you weren't that appealing or, were good with the ladies, but from other people's perspective, you did pretty well. I mean, it wasn't the best relationships, but you had, what, like two? You had like two in school.
I did, but
They
again,
weren't the
like
best. I know, I know.
you,
You were
you
being
know,
beaten up and stuff.
yeah, I got one shot, and
Fucker. Not you, the other dude that killed you.
no, I wish
I
I
wonder.
worked. Like, obviously, it's working out. But like, I really wish I spent that time just on myself. To be honest, like, looking back, it was really sad because I was in this mindset at a young age that like, oh, like I had to be in a relationship like for no reason. That's like what I was taught, so that's what I thought. And even though I was in like very poor quality relationships, to say the very least, like at that time, it's like, oh yeah, I think this is normal. This is totally what I deserve. And looking back, I would just wish I'd stayed single and worked on myself, which I did eventually.
Yeah. I think it would have benefited me greatly to have at least been in like one relationship
Oh
early on
sure,
in school.
oh sure. Like everything in life teaches you something, right?
But instead, I was chasing down all the wrong ladies.
Hmm. No, like everything in life teaches you something, and
Nah,
it
it's
was
cool.
probably it was probably important for me at that time to be in bad relationships, even though I was incredibly miserable.
Because you were in a relationship and that put you in a position, publicly speaking, that put you in a much better position, publicly speaking, in the eyes of others. Because
Mm,
high school was all about, if you're in a relationship, you're cool. If you're not, you're a loser. That was at least in our school, because I knew it for a fact. Like in our school, if you were in a relationship, people kind of had good regards for you, because the only way to be in a relationship meant was you were sociable. And then if you weren't in a relationship ever, it was like that person might not be really sociable. Which that in itself is fucking bullshit, because I sat at every table all the time with all kinds of people, made friends with all kinds of people. And yeah, I had some people in high school be like, you weren't really that sociable. Like, bro, what kind of drugs were you snorting?
well, they weren't sociable. Like you weren't sociable with them. Like you're a very outgoing and sociable person. Like just because one moron says you're not doesn't mean they're right.
Oh well, no, I didn't let it bother me in like a long term respect. It bothered me in that moment. That's why I was like, oh, what? Like, how?
I mean,
But
people always tell me that they think I'm antisocial because you know, I have a very serious demeanor about me, even though I'm,
hey, Rob, smile more. You'll look
yeah,
better.
yeah, go to hell. Like, actually go
Hey,
to
don't
hell.
worry. People told me that too. Don't worry. They told me, Brian, you should smile more.
Hmm.
And I'm like, oh, really? Just don't.
But, like,
Don't say that crap to me.
but yeah, I didn't really care about social status in high school because I didn't really care about any of those guys. They were so stupid, most of them.
Yeah.
Um, and I did
You
have
had
friends.
a, you had dudes in your grade that were actually really stupid.
I just,
You had numbskull for people.
I didn't care about any of their opinions. I didn't care about any of the cliques. Like, I don't know why I stayed in those relationships, because I really didn't care what those people thought of me. And they didn't really have a great opinion about me, most of them. But I did
Well,
have
yeah, yeah.
but I did have friends, most of whom were female. Maybe that's why you think I was good with the ladies, but really I just had a lot of friends.
No, a much more outward perspective than that, Robbie. It's that 2 is a lot better than 0. That's what I was trying to imply to you.
Well, sure, but again, I think in certain cases 0 is better than 2, or even 1.
Well, right. I mean,
Yeah,
I get your side of it. That point I was trying to make was from my perspective.
yeah, I get you.
Yeah, like growing up, it's like this is the way I saw you. It wasn't true because obviously you lived it. However, it's what I saw. So now, you elaborated and you enlightened me on the matter. You kind of wish you were more single, had more you time, more time to develop as just you. And I mean, honestly, I kind of get that. I think that the best equilibrium that would have been better for both of us is that we both went through at least one relationship. And if it didn't pan out really well, which for you it didn't, then just stay single and really, really build on oneself.
So, yeah,
But I didn't have that.
I mean, the thing is, like, in hindsight, like, everything that happens, I mean, this doesn't apply to everyone, obviously,
Right.
but like, when your life is good or you're in a good place, you look back on all of the I just fucking died in one hit. You look at the
Oh my god.
you look at the
Man.
you look at the events in your life and think, okay, those those were experiences that I needed and they happened at the perfect time in the perfect order so that I could develop to be this today. Um,
Yeah, I don't know if I could brag about that for me.
I mean, or maybe that's just how I like live with trauma, being like, yeah, I needed that. But
That is kinda universal, though
mhm.
I would also say it's very singular, person to person.
Yeah, I'm ringing the
The
bell.
I already rang my bell. The broader perspective is that yes, it's universal. The more finer perspective of that is it's person to person.
Yeah, sure, because like I'm never gonna, I can never apply my life experiences and make that advice for other people. Because if I say that to a person that like lost their family, I can't justify like, oh yeah, like that was a good experience for your development, like because it was because it
No,
wasn't.
no, seriously, continue because that's exactly what I received in life. I lost my family. That's a literal thing, and I've all my life, and even to this day, I still get people that, you know, they take their mentality, their opinion, their who they are as a person, and they fucking apply that to me, and then they're so bewildered.
I
Why?
know
Like,
it's like,
yeah.
oh, it's like I can't believe there's another person who has different experiences than me. Like, what do you mean you don't agree with my advice for your life? Like, yeah, I get it.
Or well, I mean, I've gotten comments from people that are like, um, just because you handle death really well doesn't mean everybody else can. I'm and I'm thinking in my head, bitch, excuse me?
Uh
I
huh.
handled death better than others. I mean, granted, kinda, because I've watched quite a few people die. Not for the people watching, I've had mom and dad like pass on the bed kind of thing. Like that's what I mean by watching people die. Um, so I've watched people die, but that doesn't implicatively mean that just in that moment it was easy for me. It's just I had a lot more time to get through it. but I also came out for the better because of it. It's like, I learned to get past it and still be a better me and be happy and make friends and move on in life. And I'll have people that like they experience death and they tear me a new one. And I hate the people that come to me for advice for death. I've had friends, close people, all kinds. I hate people that come to me for death, like advice for death. And they're like, what do you do? Like, what are you supposed to feel? Like, all this extra shit. And the only thing I'm thinking is, you know, in hindsight, if we're talking about hindsight, I've made mistakes by giving people advice.
Yes.
I've learned moving forward, you tell someone that asks you, well, you've been through a lot of death and you've gone through it. You seem like a better person. Like, you have any advice? I'd be like, yeah, I do. Figure it out yourself. That's my advice. Handle this your way.
Yeah.
Cry, get mad, become a supervillain. I don't care what. Like, handle it, but don't get me involved.
That's fair. I mean, like, advice, advice is advice, and, like, it can be really good for some people and really bad for others. Um,
Well, and that's the trick of it is everyone says, oh, well, if someone asks you for advice, it's okay to give it. They shouldn't be like, you know, um, giving you problems about it. No, especially when it comes down to death. No, to anyone watch this, never give advice. Mm-mm. You want to know why?
why?
Your advice is always wrong.
Yeah.
Only in that subject. Only in that subject. Your advice for other things could be right, especially if they ask you. You could be given correct advice, and it makes their life better. When it comes to death, your advice is always wrong. I'm telling people that right now. Like even when you go to see a psychologist and they're like, oh, well, this is how you should handle pain and death, and like, it's scientifically proven to be correct. Yeah, well, no, it don't matter. People will still hate you for it
Uh-huh.
because you said something. You said something when you weren't supposed to. Boom, done. Your advice is always wrong when it comes to death. The only
Well,
advice that I've ever found to be correct is the one a person gives himself.
yeah, I mean, everyone grieves in their own way. You know, everyone finds their way through it somehow, and some people don't. And, I have to say, in spite of everything you've been through in your early life, you've come out, you know, a really decent person.
Well, it's because, and then fun fact for the people that are still just like kind of sitting there going, well, how did I really get through all of it? Um, okay, this is the fucked up part because it's true and it's not true. It's like, I am a good person and I did get through it my own way and I can't give advice to other people. And like, I did deal with death. Like, I do have feelings and I did deal with it my way. Now, here's how I really dealt with it. I just didn't care. See, there's the irony and cruelty. Is that it's one of those things where I was too young to care.
Well, I'm
Like,
sure,
it,
I mean, that's like oversimplifying it. Like, I'm sure, and like, I'm
that
not gonna,
fucker.
like,
Well, okay,
I won't, I
if I
won't
was
make
to
it,
lab, yeah, my bad.
no,
Go
like,
ahead.
I won't make any assumptions or anything, but like, I'm sure you've, like, talked to professionals, and like, I'm sure you've had a lot of support from friends, and you've had a lot of time,
Um,
like,
no, no, and yes.
okay,
Support from like family and friends. That was like somewhat. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. The only support I really got was from probably my foster parents at the time.
yeah,
Not even my friends, because it was very much I didn't have. I didn't seek professionals when they died, and I no one seeked like a few. So my foster parents and my adopted parents tried to get me to see professionals about it, but it was one of those things where it was too little too late.
right,
Like when my folks passed, I think I went at least almost like excuse me, a year or two where I didn't have um like psychologists diving in on it. I didn't have any friends that even knew about it because I was going through friends just as fast as I was moving from area to area. My foster parents barely even addressed the issue at all with me, so it was just very much like when my folks died, I was left to my own devices with that. And it was weird because I had an epiphany. I was laying on a hill on a sunny day, and I had an epiphany where even though I was only like 8 years old, I was like, I'm not gonna let this define me. I'm not, in kid words, I was just like, I'm not gonna let this bother me anymore. Like, this sucks and whatever, but like, did I really know my parents? I mean, I never grew up with my biological dad. I only saw him a couple times because he was constantly gone all the time, except for when I also watched him like completely pass. And then with my mom, I hardly was with her either because she was always in the hospital. So to me, it was like I lost these strangers who are supposed to be important to me.
Yeah.
But to me, it was one of those things where like they're dead, they're gone. Not much I can do more than that. Like there's nothing I can do about it. I can't, find the Necronomicon and bring them back. Only reason for that is I still haven't found the Necronomicon yet, but I mean, that's between me, myself, and I.
Well, that would be about as useful as burying them in the pet cemetery.
True. And I saw what you did there. Good reference. Yeah, no, it's just, I don't know. Death for me has always been just as much a part of my life as breathing, moving, existing has always been. And so I get people that know this and they come to me and they're like, "Oh, well, how do you deal with it?" Like, bitch, please. You could never imagine how I deal with it. You can't imagine how I dealt with it when it's always been a part of me.
Yeah.
It's a piece of me. And that's why I became that. So because death has always been a piece of me, has always been a part of me, has always been walking side by side with me, hand in hand. I had all the room to decide who I wanted to be. I wasn't bogged down or weighed down by the death of others, the memories I could have had with them. I simply just, I had none of that to hinder me. And because I didn't have that stuff to hinder me, yeah, I chose to be who I wanted to be. I was like, cool. I'm going to be a shitty little brat. And it's kind of worked out. But, you know, I don't know. People just look too deep into it with me. They look for too much of a message with me. Like, oh, well, you must have cried and it must have been horrible and it must have been all this stuff. And it's like, really? No, I didn't know these people.
Yeah.
I knew this was mom and I knew this was dad, but I hardly saw them. That's it. To me, it was pretty much, that's a stranger I can hug and won't kidnap me. That's another stranger who gives me candy every other weekend when I go to see him and won't kidnap me. And apparently they also really like me even though they don't know me. That was my kid thoughts. Was like, cool, these people like me. I don't know why. I don't really like me. So, I don't know. People are just so quick to want to understand each other, which is a good thing, but also really bad. It's like, I'm happy people want to understand each other, but sometimes it's just too imposing. I rang my bell whenever you want to summon me.
I've been ringing my bell. And no, I don't know, people, there's not much time left in this episode, but like, and people really are obsessed with psychoanalyzing other people sometimes, and it's for selfish reasons.
Yeah,
Um,
oh, I
well,
agree. I definitely agree with you.
yeah, like, yeah, I had more to say about that, but I don't have the words at the moment to put it in an eloquent way.
Well, just put it as simply as you can.
Hmm.
Sometimes that's the best way to do it. Simplify things, man.
Hmm.
Keep it simple, silly. And give me one moment. I'm like a little bit behind you. I'm just taking a second to look at my inventory. Okay, there we go.
Well, for anyone watching, I hope you're not bummed out by our sob stories, but it's a insight into who I am and who he is, and
I just want people not be creeped out with me because, like, I didn't quite have a sob story as much as, like, I'm just desensitized to death. And I kind of always have been all my life. Like, I'm still a normal person. You know, some episodes I'll be stupid funny and unhinged, and other episodes I'll just be kind of cello mellow. Well, I mean, like, for the most part, that shit don't define me. Never has. Or
yeah.
maybe it doesn't, I don't see it, but, you know, like, whatever.
Well,
I think that makes it easier in my life.
yeah, it's whatever works for you, and you're you, and you're a good person. That's all that matters, right?
And
I
I
mean,
like cheese.
yeah.
And you don't because you're a scrub lord.
Yeah, go to hell. And of course, when you see me eating Doritos, you're like, but you don't like cheese. You can't eat those. Those have cheese.
I'm
I'm
not
like,
that kind of person. I quietly observe. If I ever see you eating cheese, I tell you right now, I will silently observe and be
bro,
happy.
what I just said is a direct quote from you.
Oh. Well, fuck me. I
What do you
forgot
mean you
about
don't
it.
say that?
Well, I forgot. Shit. I'll remember these things. Dude, I bully you and then I forget about it.
Yeah, and
You
I
act like it's
remember.
an. Yeah, well, that sounds like a victim's mentality.
It is because I'm a victim.
Yeah, well. You know what? Fuck you. I don't care. No more cheese for you, and you're banned from life. So, I swear to God, that dude tussles me up one more time.
Are we going to
Well,
that
that
cave
wasn't
again?
close enough to touch you. Crap.
Oh, did you try to heal me?
Yeah, it's okay. Shit happens.
Sorry, I'm gonna fight Yeti guy, and then we'll be at the
Yeti
cave.
man, Yeti man, does whatever a Yeti man does. Can he swing from a web? No, we can't, cause he's a Yeti. Yeti man. Did you see that Netflix is going to do a live action One Piece?
I am trying not to acknowledge that exists.
Yeah, you know that what's really funny, dude? Okay, what's really funny that you just said that. So I have a friend in Australia who I kind of talk to every once in a while.
Watch out.
Son of a witch. Okay, that shouldn't be able to get me. Um, oh my God, stop with all this update crap. Okay, so
Wait,
at
hang on. Come over here. I have to end the recording soon. Alright, we're
okay,
gonna... Alright, have a good day, everyone. This was, this was an episode.
you're all scrubs, but I love y'all. Bye.
Yep, bye. Have a good day or night.